Hello, fellow survivors tangled into the narcissistic web. Oh, the hardest thing keeping you from reacting once you have dealt with the acknowledgement that your parent has never loved you the way they should have or you wish they had, is the hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is hard to deal with, to accept from anybody, let alone your parent. It is hard to understand how you have a normal conversation with them one day, and the next day you hear that they've been talking about you, saying that you're mean to them, when you know very well that you're trying your best not to react anymore. And yet, still, they will tell other people that you're mean to them and you speak badly to them and you don't answer the phone when you know that they haven't been calling you. I have gotten to the point where I don't take personally anymore what my mother tells me, and her reaction towards me, her behavior towards me. I don't take that personally anymore. I know that she's like that she could be and is like that with nearly everybody. Depends what's going on with them at that moment. So I try really hard, and not so hard anymore. It's not so much pressure anymore not to react to what she says and to let her say what she needs to say and just, yes, okay, and not get into conversations, never-ending conversations with her anyway. Yet, and she's always nice with me on the phone, okay? She always thanks me for calling her and seeing how she is. She's decent, let's say. But this keeps on going on because I have a relationship with the rest of the family and we all understood what kind of person she is. So we speak to each other, okay? And the hardest thing is when you cannot react and you cannot take personally what they say, you don't feel that need to go and speak about it to somebody else, can you believe what you said to me and all that. You don't feel that need. So I kind of also don't feel the need anymore to speak to other members of the family about what I'm going through with my mother. But they do, because they still are not handling it. They're at the point where they're not handling it, where they get into these endless conversations with her, where they let her speak bad and slander other people, and then they feel angry with themselves as well, for getting into that conversation and all that. And they do feel that need to go to make sure that whatever they said is not going to be misinterpreted, and they're not going to be the ones being the bad ones, okay? Put to be the bad ones by the narcissist. So they still need that, passing on information. They need to talk about what went on to make sure that everything is understood the way they said it and not the way the narcissist is going to pass it on. So I do get information from the rest of the family, and usually they surprise me every time, because they will say, yeah, your mother said that you had a fight and that you're not speaking to her and that you're not picking up the phone. I'm like, no, that's not true. I am the one who phoned her. And but it's good at the same time that this is still going on, because then you realize little things that you wonder, why did she ask me that, and why? And from what they've said to somebody else, you realize that this is what she was trying to get, you know. So you keep kind of informed to continue and understand what trap you could have fallen in, you know, because it's always very easy to go back to how you were and to get fooled by these people. They can be, don't forget, they can be so nice, so nice. For example, about 2 weeks ago, my aunt told me, she said, be careful because I think your mother is trying to make you fall out. I don't know if you say that, fall out with your father. She's trying to alienate you too. And I didn't pay too much attention because I know this is what my mother does. So I didn't pay too much attention. And yesterday on another phone call from my aunt saying again, your mother this and that and that, she was like, and the new thing, her new thing is to say that she says that you don't like your brother, my half-brother. For those of you who have been following know that my father had another son from another wife, so I have a half-brother. And I'm like, what? I said, is that what you meant last time when you said that she's trying to alienate me with my father? And she said, no, that's new. That's what she said last night when she called me. No, she said the other time she asked me, she phoned me up to ask me if she could pass on what I said to her about what I said myself. I said to my aunt. So I obviously said something to my aunt, and my aunt said it to my mother. My mother was asking permission from my aunt to know if she can say that to my father. And my aunt said, what did I say? And she said, well, you said that my daughter, your niece, so me, said that her father is a tyrant. And my aunt said, I never said that, and your daughter never said that. So I kind of understood. At the same time, I have been feeling for the last couple of weeks, the last phone calls that I've had with my father, that he's been very distant and cold towards me. Cold. He wasn't as he was before, you know, joking and fun and all that. He was like yes, no, yes, no. And I was saying to my husband, something is going on here, because my father doesn't have the same reaction to me. So of course straight away I call up my father and I said, look, watch out. I hear that she's trying to, because his son is over to visit him now. And I said, please don't let mom speak to your son, because she's going to try, from what I hear, she's saying that I don't like him. And I wouldn't like her to say that to him, because that's not true. And so my father opened up and said, I know she's been going through that and saying this and saying that. I don't pay attention anymore. So yeah, so for sure something was going on. My father probably got hurt or something. She did say something. The thing is that the other thing is that you worry when they don't call you. When they don't call you, usually, because you've learned that they can bombard you with phone calls or visits, okay, and to the point where they drive you crazy. And it's a harassment, actually. They can get to the point of harassment, of harassing you. So when my mother doesn't call me, even though I gave her the opportunity, meaning that I call her and see how she is, and I'm nice to her, so it's easier for her to call me. When I'm angry, she doesn't dare so much. But so when I'm nice to her, this is when she usually bombards me to put me down. And she doesn't. She hasn't. She has in 10 days of the holidays, Christmas holidays. I got one phone call from her, and I phoned her twice, Christmas and New Year. And it's strange that she hasn't phoned. Usually she gets jealous when I'm away and I'm with my kids. So this is another reason why they bombard you, to make you feel bad, to ruin your moment. And she hasn't. And I've been back, phoned her as soon as I got back to tell her that I'm back, and she still hasn't phoned, which is very strange. Usually when she does that, I know it's going to turn out that she's said something really bad about me. She's put her foot somewhere in deep, and so I'm just waiting to see what's going on, what kind of destruction she created this time, what kind of slandering she's been going through the 10 days that I was away. But it's annoying. What is annoying to hear that you've had a fight or you speak bad to her when you don't, and then the fact that she phones up the people that you know that you're close to, okay, like my cousin, and tell her things about you when she knows that your cousin is in touch with you a lot, and you know what's happening in each other's lives, like in details. So it was a money issue. My cousin owed her some money, so my cousin is sending it to my bank account, as it is difficult for my mother to go down to the bank every now and then and check if she's paid. So, and every time there's a round number, like 500 euro, I give it to my mother. And so she phoned up my cousin to say, even though she knows that I have told her I have 500 to give you from my cousin, and she phoned up my cousin to say, I don't know if you gave money to my daughter, but she hasn't given me anything yet. And so that was before the holidays, and she knew very well that she's gonna get it, because otherwise why would I tell her that I have it? And my cousin said, oh yeah, she informed you. I know that she informed you that she has the money for you and all that. Oh, don't trust her, she's losing it she's losing it the moment, and she has really bad memory. She doesn't remember stuff, she forgets things. Kind of like this, which is my mother's issue, actually. Big time. And that she doesn't remember things or pretend she forgets things. But she was trying to, like my cousin said, she was trying to make you look crazy, like you're losing it totally. And this is very annoying, especially when they speak nice to you. I mean, if they're mean to you and they're awful to you, you say, okay, what the fuck, of course you're going to say bad things about me, you hate me. But when they're nice to you, and this is so nice of you to call me, and thank you for calling me for Christmas, thank you for calling me for New Year and all that, and they're so nice, and it's disgusting. They are disgusting people. Their behavior is disgusting, and it's very difficult to keep calm. Last night I wanted to call her after my aunt's and my cousin's phone call. I want to call her up and say, look, you stop now, huh? Okay, enough is enough. But what's the point? What's the point? There's no point at all. So I'm just gonna let it be like that. I'm gonna play my game too, and to have my head at peace, and my life at peace, mostly, and have her not bother me. Actually, it's better that they say things, to other people than to you. So if she can be nice on the phone to me, pretend she's nice to me, and then say bad things, well, I'm saved. I'm saving some madness, okay? Well, the madness still exists, but I'm saving the aggression and face-to-face meanness. So in a way, yeah, hypocrisy is annoying, but at one point, you just have to wish that, to think that, yeah, it's better. I know she's a hypocrite, so it's better she goes on to somebody else than to me. Just a little update after so long. Bye bye.